Was it as bad as I thought it was gonna be? Yeah, it hurt a lot. Hey guys, it's Taylor and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So today I am filming in the dark once again because I suck. And actually I have to use my iPhone C, which I just charged because I realized that I wanted to do a list that's on my phone of the worst things that have ever happened to me. But then I realized that I filmed on my phone, so I couldn't film and look at the list. So I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? So I charged my tablet all day, and I have a Galaxy tablet, and I don't really use it very often, but when I do, I don't know what I'm doing. So I plugged it in and charged it all day, and then I came to unplug it to film the video earlier when it was light, and I unplugged it and it said this accessory is not supported because it won't charge with any block like iPhones will. It literally, you have to have it doesn't even work with every Android block. It's so weird. It only works with certain blocks. So I couldn't do that. So then I had to find this cracked, broken, terrible iPhone C and take a picture of my list, so now I can tell you guys the worst things that has ever happened to me. Okay, so the list is labeled times I have said this is the worst thing that has ever happened to me. I've been labeled as dramatic, but whatever. So the first thing on the list is my work hired another Taylor. I remember that day. I don't work there anymore, but oh my god, they didn't even hire her. She worked at a different location, and she would come into our location to help sometimes, but it really bothered me because people would be like, oh my god, Taylor, and I'd be like, what? And they'd be like, oh, not you, and I'd be like, oh. And it was really embarrassing, and it just really made me mad. And, she worked, all the positions, too. So it was, everywhere I went, everyone knew her. And they always be like, oh, my God, Taylor. And I'd be like, oh, my God. And they'd be like, not you. And I'd be like, sorry. So the second thing on the list is I got a flat tire. Oh, my God. I got a flat tire coming home from school last year because how our exams were is that once you finished your exam, I think it was once your whole class was done, you were just allowed to leave after that, and it was literally the last hour, it was the last day of school, and my teacher didn't know what was going on, so she literally made us all wait, and she was waiting for an announcement to tell everyone to leave, and no one was announcing anything, no one was telling anybody what was going on, but I was texting all my friends, and they had already left, all my friends left at 45 minutes to an hour before, and I'm sitting in this classroom. Mind you, it was Spanish that I waited my junior year to take, so I'm sitting in this classroom with a ton of freshmen who don't care because they have to ride the bus home anyways, and I'm I just want to leave, and they wouldn't let me go, and it was so terrible. So by the time I left, I was so irritated, and I was driving home. I was driving too close to the side of the road, and there was a giant pothole thing on the side of the road, and my tire just went in there, and it was so hard. There was dust flying behind me, and I was oh no. And then I felt it, it was weird, and it popped my whole tire, and it lipped the rim. It was $360 to get it all fixed. It was awful. So the next thing on my list is from when I was healthy and had good skin. I had 2 zits at once. You poor thing. The next thing on the list, oh my god, this got me. So, Avenged Sevenfold canceled their tour. Oh my god, I saw Avenged Sevenfold a couple years ago when I saw Metallica, and I was oh my god, Avenged Sevenfold is so good, but their set got cut short because it was supposed to start thunderstorming or something, so they cut Avenged Sevenfold so Metallica could do their whole set. I love Avenged Sevenfold. I was so excited to see them. And then they got cut short, and I was so irritated. They literally played 6 songs, and I was no. So I bought tickets for them as soon as they went on tour, and they weren't bad tickets, they weren't good. I usually just buy the cheapest tickets because I don't usually care where I'm sitting. I'm just happy to be there. But they were decent seats too. I was really excited. And then 2 weeks before my show, the lead singer, like, got sick and he couldn't sing or something, so they, like, canceled the rest of the tour, and I was like, no! No! Why does this always happen to me? Okay, the next thing on the list is the nail guy flirted with me. I hate to get my nails done, like, by myself, just because, like, I'm so socially awkward, and, like, people always, like, talk to their nail techs, and they, like, always, like, they know each other's business, and it's, like, crazy, and, like, I've never been like that ever. Like, I don't even know if I get the same person every time. I don't even pay attention. And so I got this one guy once. I've never had him again, thankfully, but he was, like, flirting with me so hard, and I went by myself, and it was making me so uncomfortable. And he was like, oh, like, what's your name? And I was like, Taylor. And he was like calling me Taylor Swift and stuff, and was like asking me if I had a boyfriend. And I was like, I'm a junior in high school at that point. I think I was like, don't talk to me. The next thing on the list is just gnats. No explanation, just gnats. Gnats. The next thing is stung by a bee. I literally grew up and I was never ever stung by a bee, so I started telling people I was, like, allergic to, like, bee stings because, like, I could have been, like, I didn't know. And it was literally, like, I'm so scared of, like, needles and everything, so I was, like, it was literally my biggest fear to get stung by a bee. And one day, this was, like, a year or two ago, oh my god, I was cutting the grass, and I felt something sharp in my leg, but, like, sometimes when you're cutting the grass, like, little, like, pieces of stick or something come up and hit you. So I thought that was what it was. So I, like, oh my god, I don't even know how to explain it. So this is my leg, though, and I had, like, Nike socks on that were, like, crew socks, and it was, like, right above that. And so I, like, smacked it and, like, did that, and I, like, felt something weird, and I looked down, and I see a bee, and I pushed it down onto my sock, and I just ripped my sock off, and, like, I had slides on, I ripped them off, I threw them, and, like, I ended up running over them and ruining them with a lawnmower. And I, like, ran, and I was, like, crying, and I was like, Mom, I just got stung. And she was, like, freaking out. Like, she had no idea what happened. And I was like, oh, my God, I'm gonna die. And, like, yeah. Was it as bad as I thought it was gonna be? Yeah. It hurt. A lot. The next thing is the train ride home from Chicago when we lost the car. It's just how it sounds, but that's a whole story, so I'm gonna save that for a completely different video. The next thing on the list is opening shift. I had to open for my old job, like, literally 3 or 4 times the entire, like, year that I worked there, but, like, literally they opened at, like, 7 o'clock in the morning, and I was supposed to be there by, like, 6:30 or 6:45, and I had to leave, like, a half an hour before I had to be there anyway, so that means I had to leave around 6. So I had to get up at, like, 5 in the morning, like, just to go to work. Like, no. The next thing on the list says August 28th, 2018. I don't know what happened that day, but in parentheses, with no comments, mind you, it says pancakes, fork, legs. I guess I was having a really bad day that day. I don't know what happened, but it must have been traumatic. The next thing on the list is the tomato box came open, and they all fell out in the bag. I slightly remember this. I was at Kroger's and I got, like, the cherry tomatoes. And, like, I don't know how, but the box came open when I was putting them in my car. And they, like, all fell out into the bag. And I wanted to pick them up. Like, I wasn't going to leave them in the bag, so I had to, like, pick them up. Yeah. The next one. Running for lacrosse. But, like, honestly, though, I'm, like, a goalie, so sometimes when I go to practice, like, not always, but, like, sometimes they wouldn't make me run, or, like, at least run as much. Like, I'd just run a few laps to warm up or something, but then they'd actually do something that would, like, help me gain skill and be useful to me, because I'm, the goalie, like, I don't run. So I'd just, like, do something else, like, skill training or strength training, and, like, that's good. And I guess one day they were making me run just as much as everyone else, and I was not having it, because that was the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Oh, the next thing is so relevant for like months. Having one working toilet. Oh my god. There's 2 toilets in my house. But one toilet, and it was the toilet in the big bathroom too, like the nice one. It was broken for like months. Like, it was in the bathroom that has the showers. Like, if you had a shower before you go to the bathroom, you had to shower in the other bathroom, and then, like, come to the other bathroom and then take a shower. I don't think I said that right. I meant if you pee before you take a shower, you had to go pee in the other bathroom and then switch bathrooms. Like, that's just annoying. And, like, what if someone was in the working one? Then, like, what are you going to do? Pee in the shower? And now, the last and most relevant thing on this list is my Balenciagas were stolen. They still haven't came. After the post office told me they lost them, they haven't said anything else about them. So I just ordered a new pair today. So hopefully we'll have an unboxing video soon. Self-promo. But yeah. So I don't know if I'm dramatic. I don't think I'm dramatic. But those are some of the worst things that have ever happened to me. Thanks. Bye guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time.